Today we're gonna take a look at these two reindeers. It's getting close to Christmas time. I got the Santa Claus all set up outside, and when I went to set these up, of course these didn't work, so it was just a bad deal. So using one of these non-contact voltage tester, first thing you always want to do with these is find out that they actually work on something that you know is energized, like a lamp. Because if your battery is dead, you could test something, think it's dead, and go electrocute yourself. But anyway, so with this, you're gonna wanna just test around the bulbs, not the wire, because the wire, it's hard to know what it's actually getting its reading on. So if you test on the bulbs, you'll see that all these bulbs have voltage. So I got no voltage here. All right, none of these. Okay. So I already figured out this reindeer for the most part anyway. I found out it was this. Now if I push this in further, that's how it was, it just needed to be pushed in. But this light bulb still doesn't work. But the little connection that's at the base of the bulb is still allowing the power to transfer through it. Now I do have some replacement bulbs for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put one in. And luckily this set came with replacements, because you can't actually get these bulbs out. They're like glued in and weather sealed. So you got the replacements that came with it, and after that you're done. But it seemed to came with a decent amount, so I guess I'm happy. All right, so there's still other lights on this reindeer that does not have power, and then none over here have power. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of fix that in real time. Okay guys, now I should have figured this out way sooner than I did, because when I was testing all these, I had voltage all around, and once I got to the antler, I didn't have voltage. So I should have known that I had a breakage somewhere between this area and that area. But when I was trying to follow the wires back here, and it looks like a big mess of spaghetti, I thought that it went here. But eventually I found the culprit, and it was here. So just like I was saying, if you use one of these, if you're using one of these, just test your voltage until you don't have it no more. Once you don't have it, you know your brake is somewhere between where you're beeping and when you're not beeping. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this bulb, and now we're in business. So these are ready to see the front yard. You would think they'd have a red light on the end of their nose, but maybe not. Maybe Rudolph is trademarked or something, and they didn't want to pay up. So there they are. They look pretty decent. So they're gonna go out with the sleigh tomorrow, and I would call that a complete job. Stay tuned for more troubleshooting tips. I didn't use these to fix this lighting situation, but these tips might help you out. So first thing I did was took a look at the plug. And now in here you have two small fuses. Let's see if I can get this to focus. It's probably hard to see. But in here you have a little door that opens up. So anyway, so I popped these out, and I put them on my fuse tester. This little device actually serves a few different purposes, but one thing it can do is test the fuses. So I got a fuse in my hand right here. So you put it here, it beeps, and then you see the light. You know that your fuse is actually working. It's also a bulb tester. You can take a bulb like so, push it down on here, and it'll light up. There's a battery, I believe it's a 9-volt or something in here. The other thing that it does, if your set isn't working, you're supposed to be able to push this on. Let's see. A set like this. So once your bulb is out, you're supposed to be able to push this on and pull the trigger. And that should make your lights work. It only works sometimes. But anyway, the reason why that's supposed to work is because when your light bulb blows out, we all know that it's no longer completing the circuit, but at the base of the light bulb there's actually another, I think they call it a shunt or something. It's another connection that's supposed to short close whenever the light bulb blows out. When you hook this up, pull the trigger, it actually sends a very high voltage through. It's kind of like the barbecue lighter, and it sends high voltage through and sorts that close for you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it didn't work. Hey, if you like this video, please remember to hit like and subscribe. I'm always doing things like this. I got photography, different tech stuff, DIY stuff like this going on to the channel all the time.